Can I ask you something?
Have you ever heard of Wayland's Infraction?
Welcome to Horror Movie Review Maniacs. I'm Bill,
And I'm Kelly.
and today we are doing Movie Club, and it was Dave's pick this time, and he chose The Cell from the year 2000. It's directed by Dursum Singh, who apparently was a music video director before this. And he hasn't done a lot. He hasn't done much horror since then, which is surprising. It stars Jennifer Lopez, Vince Vaughn, and Vincent
D'Onofrio.
The synopsis: an FBI agent persuades a social worker who is inept with a new experimental technology to enter the mind of a comatose serial killer in order to learn where he has hidden his latest kidnapped victim. So, babe, what are your thoughts?
I think it was very well played, this movie. I think Jennifer Lopez did not do so many scary movies, but this one is one of my favorites, of horror movie with her. And I think she played very well. The serial killer, um, he he did okay job. I was not too fan of him. I like more even the kid when the kid was playing the part, and all those mine, was really creepy. Like, oh my gosh, was so many torture, and that creeping me out a lot. This movie was really hard to watch for me, especially with those clips and the boobs and stuff, or those chains, like, when he. And I think the most favorite part I have was when he coming out of the water, and that cape was all over the water, and sounds like she's like a warrior, a Mary, the same times, like a Virgin Mary and the warrior in the end, that she, I think the whole story works perfect for me.
I've probably seen this maybe 3 or 4 times, and I never enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it this time. I think the cinematography is amazing. It looks beautiful, this film. The DVD I had, I don't know if the first part with her in the desert is a green screen, because that part I remember it didn't look as good as it should. It was an amazing shot, but maybe I don't know if it was the DVD or
Looked
that I was
fake.
watching. It just didn't look right.
Look
But
fake.
but at the same time, it was a great looking scene. This film, it kind of reminds me. It's like parts. Have you seen Strangeland? Strangeland.
I
think
don't
it's called.
think so.
It's from, like, I think it's in '96. It's like part Silence of the Lambs, kind of a little bit. It has that kind of feel to it. It's not as good as Silence of the Lambs, but it's very. I think, like, I never used to think it as much as I do now, but I think this is very underrated as far as films go. I think the only I think having Jennifer Lopez and Vince Vaughn, I think that kind of hurt it. I think if this starred like no name actors, I think it would have done better. I think because they're in it, they don't take it as seriously as it should be. The story is good. The fact that the whole concept about going into the dream but and getting into the mind of that comatose guy, which I'm not. That was kind of weird how he became comatose in the first place. That was a bit weird. It just like none of happened to him for that to happen. But anyway, he was comatose, and his dream, his just going into his mind was like a nightmare. It was like, and the way he looked, like, I guess that was his persona, that the way he wanted himself to be was like really cool. With, yeah, like I said, with those drapes and all that stuff, and his hair horns. Remember, it? Just really looked cool.
But remember, he was being abused when he was a child.
Yeah.
So all that collection of being abused, being tortured by his father, right? That bring him into be that psychopath.
Yeah.
Because he was thinking that pain is what's supposed to feel.
And apparently, it also happened to Vince Vaughn, because when Vince Vaughn was telling him about that pedophile, the story about the pedophile, and then he was saying that and he got off, and he was telling the story about how he was tormented as a kid and abused. And he goes blah blah blah, and then she goes, all, all that bullshit, and she goes, and Jennifer goes, well, why is the bullshit? He goes, someone could be abused way worse than that and still turn out fine. And she goes, how do you know? He goes, trust me, I know. So I think that he was saying that it happened to
Was it
him.
hit?
It was a hint to him, but which it maybe not
Maybe
fair.
somebody that he knows too.
It's not, maybe it's not fair to that guy. He doesn't know what the guy went through, but and I believe that everybody is different. Everybody takes what happened to them as a kid, and they become a person. They become good. They become bad. It depends how the person takes that abuse and can live the rest of their life. Not everybody is built the same,
Yeah,
so
I
it's
agree.
not fair.
I agree that everybody's brain works different way, right? So I think that most of the people that being abused, their brain collect all those bad things, and those bad things can make you feel that you deserve that, and you want to give it back, and giving back of torturing others to take that feelings out of your mind. And I think that's what's showing in this movie is that he did collect all those feelings, and he wanted do it to other people because he was thinking that if he deserved this, other people deserve that too. And that's what it's, and what Jennifer Lopez was trying to do in the movie, it was to tell him that you have to let it go. You have a choice, and you have to make a choice to do good, no bad. Because other people
Vince
don't deserve
Vaughn did with his life.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other guy went the other way. The serial killer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it depends on the person.
I think some people are, I call that I think for every people that is abused in their life, sexual or mentally or whatever it is, I think they should realize that if you give up and you turn to be bad as much as that person that did bad to you, that means that you let the person win and take control of you. You have to fight back, and fighting back is doing good and show that you're not gonna defeat me. I'm still on top, and I'm gonna pass through it. You are nothing. And I think that's why most of those serial killer, when they have those therapy or even those medical, in court, that they test them and check what's going on in their brain. I don't agree that I don't say that, oh, those serial killers should be sorry or this and that. No, because you make a choice. And if that choice was bad, you have to deal with it, right? So I don't agree to they be free. You have to be locked up because you don't know how to deal with that. So you can be free to harm other people, And in this movie, that's what they did. I don't, I know they took him, right? They went in his apartment and they saw that thing. They grabbed him, and sounds like he was in trance.
Yeah,
Right?
They said he was in a coma that he'll never get out of. Kind of.
Yeah, he was in
which I'm not
trance.
sure why they were so sure he was never gonna wake up from that. No.
He was in trance, and that's why they brought him to her to use that trance to get into his mind. But basically, she just make him give up, to just let it go. And I did not understand why he died.
Yeah, me either.
I don't get that part. Like, he's still in trance. He's just, his brain's still working.
Well, they were saying that they believe it's possible. Like if you die in your dream, you'll die in real life. Kind of. I think they said that in theory. He said that. I guess it's possible your body will like overload. I don't know.
If it was heart attack.
But I thought this film would age very well. Like I can see this film being made today and not feeling like dated. It's like I love the bodysuits that they use, like the hanging things, and like that. It looked like you can do that today, and it looks.
Their body was floating.
Yeah.
Right.
So the serial killer must have felt great because that's what he loved to do with the hooks. Yeah. He loved to be suspended in air.
But those parts were so savage. Like, I like that part in the bathtub was pile of blood, and I love that kid did a good job. I cannot say he was bad, because he was good. Like the way, the connection that they make, and they look alike a little bit. Like you could see, they picked good kids to play the serial killer because even the hairstyle and and I almost feel
Hairstyle.
sorry for that
Not
killer.
Not that person keeps the same hairstyle.
No, I know, but they try to
But
make the same.
I find they always do that in movies. They go they, like just see that, oh, that's the same kid. They have like the same shirt or same hat when they're older. Yeah, it's the same kid.
Yeah, do you look the same when you were a kid? No,
Not really.
no,
I don't think. Not the same hair. Not the same hairdo.
and no beard.
No, no
There was
beard.
no beard before. But anyways, I'll give this movie a 7.5.
I'll give me an 8. I really like this time.
And I
Like,
love Jennifer Lopez. She's a great singer.
Yeah.
She's a great dancer. She's a great actor. I love one of my favorite of her. I know it's a little silly, but I like Enough. When she was abused by her husband and she running away. I took my daughter's name from this movie
I didn't.
because I really like it.
She fit in this movie, but I think it could have done without Vince Vaughn.
Why?
Just because he's just, I have a hard time taking him seriously in a film like
Really?
this. In a film like this.
Yeah, but when those times when he made this movie with her, he didn't do much comedy.
He did like Swingers. He did the Psycho remake and
He did The Stepfather. I love that one. Was The Stepfather? No, wait. The one with John Travolta. What was the name of the movie that was... He was the stepfather of John Travolta's son.
Oh, I don't
And he was so bad. He did good in that set. Like,
I never
I
thought-
cannot picture him funny in that movie. Like,
Anyway, I think they got done with it. I thought it was too many stars in this film. I like my horror with more no names because
But no name sucks because they are terrible. Most of horror movie, the actors are terrible. They don't act.
But you
they
can
just have a
you can
glory
find
of
you
blood.
can you can find actors, the good actors
It's
that
very
are
rare.
known.
And horror movie have
No,
really
but
good
uh,
actors.
with a budget like this, well, I guess if you have a budget like this, you have to make your money back, so you need big stars for people to go watch it. So
But there's
it's a double-edged sword.
But listen, big star, that's what bringing the Oscar.
Yeah, I know, no,
Real
but
stars
it
don't bring
takes
anything
it takes
home.
me out of the film. I'm telling you that.
But you see, that's why it's different between me and you. I like a movie have a good story and good actors.
But when it comes to horror, I want to feel. I don't want to feel. Oh, that's Jennifer Lopez.
But
That's
horror
fine.
is the only good thing that having a horror is the blood one because the acting is terrible.
There's
Yeah,
lots of great
there's lots
ac-
of boobies. Just Jennifer don't have to show boobies over there. She was doing
not
the
a
acting.
not a good horror film. That doesn't need that stuff.
Yes,
a good horror
Friday
film,
the
that's
13th,
not-
and then the Halloween and all the other campaigns.
Halloween had great atmosphere, great music. It didn't need it.
Bad acting.
It had
tell me it
it
wasn't
had
good
a
acting.
famous actress.
She's the only one there, and it
And-
still was bad acting in that movie. She did a bad acting in that movie.
Anyway.
We did a
to
review
me,
in this movie.
To me personally, a big actor. The only movie I can think of with a big actor did not hurt it was The Shining. That was the only film I can think of that a big.
Jack Nicholson,
yeah.
he's awesome.
Yeah, he fit the film. Like it did not bother me that he was in there. But to me, I prefer having no name. Find like a no name, like May was a no name actress at the time. She did a great job. It sold the films because it put you in that state without having to think, oh, there's J-Lo.
But you see, this actor that did May did only that scary movie, right?
No, she's still doing films.
But not scary movies.
Oh, she does.
Which one?
That's all she does.
Only scary movie.
Yeah.
That one that played May.
Yeah.
May, the horror movie.
She
does
made
horror.
one this year. We haven't watched it yet. It was
Series?
12-hour shift. She just did a film this year.
She did?
Yeah.
2021?
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Oh no, 2020.
2020? Which one the name?
12-hour shift.
22 hours.
She's like a nurse.
Yeah, she was a good actor. She
But I'm
played,
saying, like, I love it when a horror film can find a no-name actress that's actually, or Lovely Molly. That no-name actress, she did a great job, but it put me in that state because I didn't have to say, hey, there's J-Lo.
Oh,
Same
let
thing.
me tell you something. You know who is the good actors? Is the one is not very pretty. Most of the girls in the horror movie that is not pretty is a good actor. The pretty ones always a bad actor.
Yeah, because
They
they're,
all show their boobies and their
'cause
butts, and they are terrible.
because they're there for the looks.
It's just
Same-
for the
same
view
with-
for
same
guys.
Same with guys.
That's it. Nothing else. That's why this May, she's a good. You see? Guess what? She's not very good look girl, but she's a good actress. And that's why I say most in a horror movie, when they put a pretty girl, they're terrible acting. It's only for the look. It's not for the acting.
There-
The only thing I
Carrie.
appreciate
And
sometimes.
at the time, Sissy Spacek, that was her first film. She did. It was a no name actress at the time. I think she did one film before that. Great. John Travolta was in it. No name actor. And even John Travolta wasn't even a good actor in that movie, really.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
But
It's the first
Sissy
movie.
Spacek was great in it. She won the Oscar. Well, she was up for Oscar.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's me. That's what you should shoot for in a horror film. No name actresses to put you in that state where you're not thinking about the actor.
Why? I love to see my favorite actors in those movies. They give life for any shitty movie.
That's my opinion anyway.
That's what I like. What if they say, "Oh, Brad Pitt is in what? Which movie?" Some shitty. I still wanna watch it.
Brad Pitt in like a
He's a good actor.
if it was a good like Seven with
He's a good
to me
actor.
Seven is a horror film. It's like a horror thriller. He added to it. He
He's a
was
good
great in
actor.
it. Yeah, he's a good
In
actor.
every movie, he's a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
actor.
Yeah.
No.
No, he's a good actor. He is. No,
De
I-
Niro. De
I
Niro
agree.
was Robert De Niro. He did that scary movie. I like the one he played the
Ah,
psychopath.
that sucked. The
No,
one,
but he did
the
good.
the Godsend.
No, the another one. It was the kid, his daughter.
Oh, yeah, that was not good either.
I like it.
Yeah,
He's good.
that's an example where it hurt.
The only bad one was Bad Grandpa. That one's terrible. I'm
Anyway,
disappointed. But
that's our review of The Cell 2000. Thank you, Dave. It was actually a great pick. I hadn't seen this in a while, and I got the most out of it than I ever did. And so make sure you subscribe to Horror Movie Review Maniacs and check out our Facebook page, our Twitter, our Instagram, and if you like non-horror, check out Movie Fix Reviews, and make sure you join our movie club. We have a club in both.
yeah, and if you like this video, put your thumbs up. Sorry about our discussion in the end. But please don't forget to subscribe, okay? And if you have any question, any comments, just make a comment below. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.